So if you're turning your attention away from the 3D, what are you turning your attention towards? You're turning your attention towards what you want to experience instead. And what you want to experience instead is what you would be and how it would be if you had your wish fulfilled. So guys, if you haven't noticed behind my head, we're announcing our Black Friday sale. Whoop, whoop. So starting on the 27th, we will be starting our Black Friday weekend sale where I'll actually be giving you 20% off all of my courses, not just the 3 that are going to be dropping on the website that day. So we're going to be dropping Change the Past, Become Magnetic, and Thought Transmission in Love, my 3 major courses from this year and one from last year, which has Changed the Past, that everyone's been asking for that have not gone on my website yet. And some of you have prepaid for them and the rest of you haven't even seen them before. And those of you who've prepaid, you'll get your courses on Black Friday and everyone else can start purchasing them. Plus, you're going to get 20% off all the other courses as well. My self-concept courses, my Neville course, Back and Begging, Be Their Priority, all the courses that are so popular, like Fuck the 3D and all the others on my website, all of them. Okay, guys, so get prepared. You'll also be able to do Afterpay if you use Australian dollars to pay. So if you press the Australian dollar button, it'll convert for you, but you'll be able to use Afterpay also, because I know we haven't had that before. All right, guys, are you ready for this Loz lesson? Everyone has put their suggestions in the squad, and this is the one I'm picking for today. How to persist with 4D even when the 3D is showing different. So the 4D is the 4th dimensional mind, and the 3rd dimension is out here, the tangible 3D reality. So you've got a 4th dimensional reality and a 3D dimensional reality out here. 3-dimensional, okay? Like it's tangible. Now, Neville Goddard in one of his books talks about thinking 4th dimensionally. That's the name of the chapter, the title of the chapter. Now, if you want to think 4th dimensionally, it means using this up here wisely, using this consciously. Because at the moment, you're 4th dimensionally creating the 3rd dimension. So let me just explain this. Everything out here is a result of what happened in here first. It's just you're not aware of that. You're doing it unconsciously. So in thinking 4th dimensionally, Neville talks about how to do it consciously. Okay? Now, those of you who can't do that right now or find it very difficult will think the 3D is very tangibly stuck and can't be changed and doomed if it's a bad circumstance. And what I need you to understand, it's as malleable as any imaginative act you have in your 4th dimensional mind. Because if this out here is a result of in here, then all you need to do is change in here first and this will eventually change. Might not change straight away, but it will eventually change once you become a person who's convinced yourself that the 4th dimensional reality is real. Now, how do you convince yourself that the 4th dimensional reality is real? You try to not care about or pay attention to, even though you can see it, the 3rd dimension, the 3D. Now, how do you not pay attention to the 3D, as this person says, when it's showing different? Or do you start to understand that eventually it will change if you change in here and you start to live from in here, not out here? Now, how do you, when you spent your whole entire life living out here, not live out here? You can live out here, guys. You don't have to ignore it, okay? A lot of people say ignore the 3D. I say fuck the 3D, not ignore it. I know in the past I may have said ignore it if that can help you, but ignoring it can be very difficult, especially if the circumstance is extremely bad. I don't know what it might be for you. It might be a breakup, someone's gone to prison, someone's going through a bad divorce, someone's died. It could be anything, okay? You're going through grief at the moment, whatever it is. You've got to think 4th dimensionally about the situation, right? And even though this is happening out here, you're not going to pay attention to it. Now, how would I not pay attention to something even though I know it's happening? When I used to nanny children and they'd throw tantrums, I wouldn't pay attention to the tantrum. Now, back in the day, that's what you did, parenting-wise. I know now you probably have to sit them down and go, all right, let's use our feeling words. How are you feeling right now? And all that bullshit, okay? I used to just completely turn my attention away from the child chucking a tantrum on the floor and literally step over them, not on them, step over them, chucking a tantrum on the floor, and just go read a magazine or something until they stopped. Then they'd stop. Because I started imagining in my mind, children around me don't throw tantrums. I don't put up with tantrums. That kid's fine. And then he'd be fine, like nothing happened. The mum would come home, they'd chuck a tantrum, and the mum could never get the kid to stop chucking the tantrum. I could, because I didn't pay attention to it. I went in my mind and changed the child. The child would behave for me, but not the mum. Right? So it's like a tantrum throwing toddler, your 3D, a tantrum throwing toddler. And you don't choose to pay attention to it. You could choose to sit it down and give it a cookie and beg it to stop, or you could not pay attention. Doesn't mean it's not happening. Doesn't mean I'm not hearing the child having the tantrum, beating their little hands against the floor, screaming, yelling, crying. I can hear it. I could even see it if I wanted to go look over at the kid, make sure they haven't choked on their own vomit or something. But it doesn't mean I have to pay attention to it. It's like a child watching TV or trying to do their homework or something, they're on their phone and the teacher's trying to teach them something or the mum's trying to get them to do their homework and the kid's too distracted by their phone. They're like, are you paying attention? It's like that. You're not going to pay attention. It's happening. The mum's still trying to get you to do your homework. You're just not going to pay attention to the mum. You're too busy on your phone. You're too busy up here. La, 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 this is lovely up here. Distracted, doom scrolling in the images in my mind, like on the phone. Great. I'm having a fun time up here. Oh, yeah, that's happening, but I'm up here. That's the difference. You can still hear the noise, you can still experience it, but you're not paying attention to it. You turn your attention away, as Neville Goddard would teach you, okay? So if you're turning your attention away from the 3D, what are you turning your attention towards? You're turning your attention towards what you want to experience instead. And what you want to experience instead is what you would be and how it would be if you had your wish, fulfilled. So how would it be if you had your wish fulfilled? Say, for example, someone's in another country from you and you can't see them right now and you can't tangibly touch them, feel them, kiss them, hug them. You can only speak to them on the phone. Well, if you had your wish fulfilled, you could hug them, you could hold them, you could cuddle them, you could have sex with them if they're your SP. So imagine that and imagine them there. Imagine holding them, imagine their smell, imagine the touch of their beard against your skin, imagine their words, imagine the sound of their voice, imagine how they feel. And tangibly live in that reality rather than tangibly living out here in the 3D where they don't exist in your tangible 3D, they only exist on the phone. You can only hear their voice, not feel their physical presence. So you go within your mind more than you experience the 3D. You go in the fourth dimensional arena, reality, more than you live out here in the 3D. Yes, the 3D is still happening. Yes, they tangibly aren't physically here with you, but you feel the physical sensations of them in your imagination. You see the difference? You can physically imagine someone's whiskers against your skin, even though they're not there. You can physically imagine the sound of someone's voice, even though they're not there. You can physically imagine the smell of someone, their cologne, their sweat, their skin, if you've smelt it before. They don't have to be there for you to imagine it. You can lie in bed and imagine your pillow is your specific person and kiss it and cuddle it and imagine they're there and imagine them staring back at you. You can do that in your mind. You don't need them to physically be there. That's what you need to be doing. Living more there in that seemingly fantasy world than out here in the tangible reality, real world. It doesn't mean whatever's happening right now isn't happening. It's just you're turning your attention away from it. Does that make sense, guys? Who isn't understanding this? Is anyone understanding what I'm saying? You are amazing. Oh, thank you, darling. So, guys, what's this? Your relationship experience is a reflection of your subconscious programming. Yes. God, my daughter triggers me so badly at the moment. Well, turn your attention away from the triggers that are triggering you and her behaviour that is triggering you, and understand that her behaviour is only a reflection of the story you hold about her, which must be really, really shit. Otherwise, she wouldn't be turning up that way. And she's only turning up that way, treating you the way you feel you'll be treated by her and the story you hold about yourself. So what's the fucking shitty story you hold about yourself, darling, that's causing you to be triggered by her that you are causing? You are causing that behavior in her. What is it you're thinking that's causing it? Guys, please don't blame another person for the way they're making you feel and the way they're triggering you. They're not triggering you. You're fucking triggering yourself. If you don't understand that, please, during my Black Friday sale or beforehand, go and get Don't Be a Triggered Bitch. You definitely need it, darling, because you're not understanding that your daughter is not triggering you. The behaviors you think she holds, you created, and then it's triggering you, which means you're triggering yourself. You need that course. Don't go blaming other people for your reflection, please. Would this work with a child with autism? What the fuck is the difference? You've just taken, have you, ad nauseum, some bullshit a doctor said, and you're just going to plaster your poor child with that bullshit. And you're just going to imagine every single behaviour they have is because of that thing that you got told they have. Just decide they don't have it and they won't be that way. Do you ever think of that? People show up how you imagine them to be, guys. Stop imagining them to be like that. See them differently. See them whole and normal. And they will be. I've changed my daughter a lot of times. Exactly, Crystal. I have a question. Can you be a Christian and do this / think like this? What do you mean, darling? The entire Bible is about this. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. What do you think that means? Unfortunately, the meaning you have given the Bible is the meaning your church has given it, and it's the wrong meaning. If you read it again from the teachings of Neville Goddard, you'll understand the true meaning of the Bible, which is you are reading it from a first-person perspective, and the I am in the story is you. And when he says, I am the light, I am the way, I can wound, I can heal, he's talking about you, darling, God in you. Read it again from the perspective of Neville Goddard, not from the perspective of the church you've become indoctrinated by, okay? Loz, what are your thoughts on building safety in your nervous system to hold your desire? What the fuck does that mean, darling? Building safety in your nervous system. What do you mean building safety in your nervous system? You mean this nervous system regulation bullshit that people think is necessary for you to do? The things that are making you feel anxious are your thoughts. You could do yoga or meditation or the Wim Hof fucking breathing method, all you like, darling, but the thinking you are thinking is causing the feelings that you are feeling that you are having to regulate against in your nervous system right now. If you do not feel safe, that is something to do with you thinking you are unsafe. It is literally nothing to do with your actual nervous system. To think that safety in your nervous system is actually a thing is so moronic, it like blows my mind. And if anyone's actually teaching you that in order to manifest, you need to feel safe in your nervous system, I would ask them, what does that mean, safety in your nervous system? What the fuck do you mean? Oh, I mean, don't feel anxious. Yes, thoughts cause anxiety. So just change your thinking. Oh, is that what's causing me to feel unsafe in my nervous system? How do you feel safe in your nervous system? Do you even understand what you're saying? That when the words come out your mouth, is it just hibbity-jibbity, mumbo-jumbo spiritual speak, and because it sounds good, you're just saying it? Oh, yeah, I just say things because it makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about. It makes me sound important. What's safety in your nervous system? I don't even understand. What do you mean? How do I know I'm safe in my nervous system? Hello, nervous system. Are you feeling safe right now? Oh, it's going to talk back to me. Yes, I feel safe right now. How do you know you feel safe in your nervous system? What in the hell? Doesn't make any sense. So you just mean how to not feel anxious. Stop thinking thoughts that make you feel anxious, darling. And yes, do those techniques, but they'll only help you for a time. And as soon as you stop doing them and the thoughts come back, you'll feel the same again, and you'll need to regulate your nervous system again and again and again and again and again and again, because you'll keep thinking that way. And unless you change the thinking, you'll have to keep regulating your nervous system continuously until you drop dead, till you die one day, okay? You can do it, but it won't change your thinking. I have to learn to be more narcissistic. What do you mean? Hating yourself? What do you mean by narcissism? This is not narcissism I'm teaching, darling. It's understanding your I amness of self. You're misunderstanding the word narcissist or narcissism or the nature of narcissism. You're thinking that knowing the power within you is narcissistic. Narcissism is the idea of hating yourself so much that you put on a front of showing that you don't hate yourself. So you want to hate yourself, do you, in order to manifest? What do you mean? You're confusing I amness and stepping into your power with narcissism, darling. No. That's what I meant. Okay, well, that's not narcissism. It's just understanding your power. None of this is narcissism, guys. Safe in your nervous system from mind. So your nervous system and your mind, what do you mean? Think new thoughts, darling, and your nervous system won't feel that way. You understand? You're coming in here with some real fucking mumbo jumbo in here today, guys. I don't know where you're getting it from. You're coming in here with some bullshit. So, guys, if you are truly confused about what I teach, I highly suggest you go to my How to Manifest playlist in my YouTube, my Subconscious Laws YouTube channel, and you learn the basics first, okay? And you do my free course called Everything You've Learned About Manifesting is Wrong, because a lot of you are coming in here today with mumbo jumbo about, I don't know, safety and nervous system regulation and self-love and a whole lot of crap. All you need to do, guys, is change your I amness of self. That's all this is. And then everything out here changes. Go and do that free course if you're lost. Then come and join my free group in Facebook called Subconscious Laws. And you can also join my paid membership group called The Squad, where right now they are your puppet, which is my course all about them having no free will. Your specific person or anyone else in your reality having no free will is on. It's gone for a whole 2 months. It's almost over at the end of November. So get in there before the end of November and you'll get the entire course as part of your squad membership. All right, guys? Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope I've answered your questions. I hope you've got something from this lesson. You can watch it back on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe over there and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.